and welcome to Poptography. My name is Patrick, and today we're going behind the scenes of none other than Ewok with the speeder bike number 258. So I was very excited. I got this from my friend Tony from Star Wars Sith. I purchased this, and Luke Skywalker on a speeder bike, which was the Chase, and rounded off completing this entire speeder bike collection. So stay tuned. We'll probably do a video highlighting all of them. But I was very excited to get this Star Wars Funko Pop from Tony. This has been a personal grail of mine, so you probably know it made it immediately to the set. So what I wanted to do to create this image is start out with a great image from Adobe Stock as my backdrop in what I call my virtual volume, which is nothing more than my computer monitor set a few feet behind. So what I did for this is I found an image that had very colorful, had a lot of depth, and I also wanted it to be kind of more backlit, like real strong light coming from the background. So what we did is we selected this image, and I thought it was really nice because I really like how the light was coming through the trees and hitting the tree trunks themselves. So I wanted to kind of replicate that situational lighting when we got the Ewok on set. So once we put the Ewok on the speeder bike on set, I used another trick that I've used a few other times, is I wedged a few of my playing cards in the front, just underneath it, so it raised the front up. So I didn't have them completely on an angle. I could actually raise the front of the speeder bike up in the camera frame. So it was really a nice little trick. After that, what we did is we started with our 5-light lume cube setup. So I started with what I would usually call my main light, but it's really acting as a fill. So we have that on the right side coming across, and just you can get that catch light in the eyes, and it starts to light up his face. We kept that really dim, knowing that I was going to add and build all the lighting around it. So I just need a little touch of light to have that catch light in his eyes. So our second light we placed as a backlight with the fusion and barn doors, and it's coming very strong, very bright from the back end, and it gives all that beautiful highlight and starts to wrap around. Our third lume cube added yet another light coming from that same side, again accenting, as you can see, it's hitting the Ewok and the speeder bike, and it's really kind of coming across his torso and stuff like that. My fourth lume cube, I actually used my boom with the fusion and a little sphere and globe on that to kind of spread the light, and really lights the top of the Ewok's headdress and everything. Really kind of starts to carve that out. Again, had it a little more behind him, selling that situational lighting. And then for the fifth and final lume cube, I added another light. This time I first started with 2 warming gels. It was too much. I added 1 warming gel, some barn doors, and had that coming just right across the front of him. And what that really did is it really kind of matches that lighting, that warm light that we have on the tree just opposite of him, and we get the shadows and everything matching, so it really gives him the situational lighting. Then I brought this image, after capturing it, into Photoshop and did just a few things. So one is we gave it hue, saturation, vibrance, played with the levels. Then what we did is we added a little motion blur. What I did to do that was create another layer of the Ewok on the speeder bike itself, and then actually applied a motion blur effect to it. Then one of the things I noticed when I captured the image, and I was really having a tough time trying to figure out how to best do it, but I figured I'd do it in post-production. I got a little more of the stem and the spring that I didn't want to see in the final image, which was fine because I knew how I was going to take care of that in Photoshop. So basically, we scaled that head up so that it would get closer to the torso, and then we did a little generative fill for the area right where the hole of the neck, the bottom of the head is exposing the neck, and a little Photoshop tweaking there and clean that up, and that's how we got our final image. And if you like this content today, please hit the like, definitely hit the subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next episode of Poptography. Until then, may the force be with you.